Okay, this is my Epson R260, and right now I got the blinking reds, the waste ink indicator. I was able to go online and get the software from Epson to fix that part, but now we have to fix the internal, which means the waste ink pads are full. So I'm going to try to open that baby up and put a little waste tank on it. We'll see how it goes. Okay, looking at some forms, I'm at the back of the machine and you can tell I've got a continuous inking system, which I absolutely love. I printed thousands of photographs on it. It looks like the waste ink tube is going to be on this back side, so let's see if we can get that out of there. It's one Phillips screw, so we'll take that out. And now this is supposed to come off. Okay, let's see if... I'm making this video because I don't see any out there, and I see the forums and it makes it look like it's real easy to do this, and so far I'm having a little tough time. This whole panel is supposed to slide back, and so far I'm unable to get it to slide. Okay, I've made a little headway. I opened this up and popped this back, and then went to the bottom and popped it. And I got this started. There, it looks like it's coming. Oh, that almost looks like there's a clip in that thing. Right there. It's probably gonna break, but hey, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Oh, got it. Just hope that this is where the waste ink thing is. Okay. All right. I broke a couple of little things on here, but that's okay. Okay. That looks like the waste tube right here, just like they said. You can see right here, this is the waste tube. Now what I don't get is they're having me pull this out, and this is the waste tube that it goes to. I wouldn't have thought it would have shot it to the front of the machine, but maybe it does. So we're going to pull it out and test my theory on where I think the waste ink is going and what the book says. That's the waste tube that's disconnected. I brought a little flashlight there. And we will see what that thing does. I'm going to go hook it up to the computer and do some print cycles on it and see where the ink spits out of. Okay, moment of truth there. I got to figure out which one of these the waste ink comes out of. So I'm going to watch them as it goes to a cleaning cycle. And see, I don't know which one it's going to come out of, nor do I know how much is going to come out of there. So this is all uncharted territory. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I'm going to send the printer through a cleaning cycle now. That was just its power up. Now I want to try a no-kidding cleaning cycle. Okay, now it's going through a real cleaning cycle. Oh, jeez. It is the one that they said. Holy moly. Okie dokie. Oh, it's the one that they said, and it's a lot of ink that comes out of there. Oh, my goodness. So put down some paper towel or something. Good golly, Miss Molly. don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a lot of ink that pops out of that waste ink doohickey. Good Lord. Oh no, I hope there's enough paper down here or I'm going to get in trouble, get my wife's desk dirty. Oh man. Come on, be enough. Oh man. Gosh. Okay, I think I might have had enough now in there. Okay. So, they were right. That is the one that it comes out of. And it is a lot of ink on a cleaning cycle. Holy mackerel. Okay, here's what I've rigged up. My wife had one of these bottles around here that you just get at the store. I had this from a piece out in the garage for an air compressor. It's just a little fitting. I drilled a hole in the cap, and I'm using windshield wiper parts that I replaced out there with a T-fitting and hose. And so what's going to happen is this little bottle here will now be my waste ink setup. I'll show you how it goes under the printer. Okay, I'm going to run that waste ink tube out through that little slot in the bottom. I should say on the side, the bottom of the side. Oh Jesus. Splashing ink around, man. That's going to have my wife really upset with me if I get ink on stuff. Good God. Alright, I gotta go get a tool. Alright, I was able to get, I don't know if you can see it there, throw a little light down there. That waste ink line now out through that little slot on the bottom side. And now my wife called me MacGruber, but you gotta go with what you got. But what I'm gonna do is I've got a T for my windshield washer. I'm gonna tee that into one end's got to be a dead end or you'll be pumping that ink in places you want it. So I dead ended it with another piece of windshield washer, and I've got a bolt cut off in there. And now this part's going to go into this reservoir. Man, I hope this works. If not, I'll be getting the business from the old lady if my MacGruber doesn't work. Anywho, okay, now that's set up, and now let's see if waste ink will go into it. I'll give it a try. Oh wow, it's finished. Well, I don't see any ink there, but I'm going to assume that it is, so we'll print a nozzle check. It prints out pretty good. There's two little things missing. I've got to work on that. There's one on the magenta and one on the cyan, the photo cyan. So I'm going to work on that. But at least now the printer is working again. After further review, my Guyver thing was leaking there a little bit. So I went and bought a universal adapter. And now it goes from there and one shot without the T into it, all the way up into the jug. I got to get the way to make that jug sit straight up too. I'm working on that. But also, I've notched out the bottom of that so that that tube comes out of there without being pinched. So I'm going to put this back on. That about a nuttin'. There we go. Slide that over. There we go. Okay. So that goes through the little hole there without being pinched. And put the screw back on. It's back together. Oh, by the way, I broke off a few of those tabs in the back there to keep that side of that printer on. Oh well. It still works.